Thanks, Sue. Hello again. First, a city in strife. Drunks and louts brawling in the CBD. School-aged children roaming the streets in the middle of the night when they should be home with their mums and dads. And a police force that's had enough. We've had an amazing reaction to last night's special program with demands that something must be done now. Mark Gibson has more.
They're the pictures that shocked Perth.
117 urgent, get us back up outside the Aberdeen.
25 arrests, police under attack, backpackers bashed, a carving knife seized. One Friday night in our city.
They can't cope. The police can't cope. It's like a war zone out there.
The interesting part is it's the same group of offenders every week, week in, week out.
For police, it's a familiar scene, played out every weekend.
People ask why we need mandatory sentencing for assaults on police. Yeah, take a look at this film. Yeah, it's very, very apparent.
It's when we picked him up and tried to search him on the bonnet. He's gone for it twice and he's connected twice, so...
All right, start writing it out.
The only possible solution to this in the end of the day is short, sharp jail sentences for those who want to hit police officers.
Police union boss Mike Dean says thugs continue to run riot because they've got nothing to fear from the justice system.
An innocent walk down the street, they'll be picked on and attacked by these thugs. The thugs, the consequences for them, virtually nothing. They get fined, they never pay the fines, they never go to prison, they laugh at the courts, and consequently they laugh at the police.
And it affects us all. Police tell us it costs them $3.12 million a year to keep the city and Northbridge safe on Friday and Saturday nights. Then the best estimate is another $1.72 million to process all those offenders through the courts. That's almost $5 million taxpayer dollars a year in police and court costs alone.
You need to keep your head down and you need to keep looking at the floor. Because we don't want you spitting at us, do you understand?
The quick fix, if you want to do it, is to restrict the hours that people have the ability to drink.
Nunzio LaBianca runs the Rock nightclub in Newcastle Street, named by police as one of the worst venues.
The problem is coming from the pubs. You've given them an extra 2, 3, 4 hours drinking. You know, to fix the problem, restrict their hours, lock them out. Don't give them the ability to be able to keep drinking.
Get your ID out, or you're going to be arrested.
For what? What am I going to be arrested for? What am I going to be arrested for?
You're hurting my arm, of course you want to just let go of my arm, you're squeezing my arm.
I'm not going to sit here and pretend that everything's perfect when it's not.
Bradley Woods is the WA boss of the Australian Hotels Association.
We've got people out there in the community that want to get drunk, want to get off their face and want to fight the police, and that's unacceptable.
What are we going to do about it? Is it time to shut the pubs earlier?
I think shutting the pubs is not the answer. Prohibition's been demonstrated time and time again not to be the answer. How much are people drinking before they come into the city? How much are people filling up out in the suburbs at the parties before they come into Northbridge?
We know that happens, of course that happens, but they're still being served when they're drunk. So if they're already drunk, they're coming into Northbridge, they're getting served more.
And it shouldn't be happening. Absolutely, we agree.
Today Tonight contacted 11 licensed premises in the CBD and Northbridge in an attempt to pose the same 3 questions. What steps is your venue taking towards the responsible service of alcohol? Are these measures good enough? And should you be doing more? These 8 venues got back to us. All admit it's a problem, but insist they take staff training and the responsible service of alcohol very seriously. 3 venues, the Dean, the Brass Monkey and the Paramount, didn't reply.
If our police aren't safe, well then we're not safe. By extension, I think we're all sick and tired of it, to be honest.
6PR's Simon Beaumont says families are calling for tougher action.
Just imagine if a water cannon turned up outside one of these pubs at closing time and started to hose down a couple of these guys who are starting to brawl and fight at closing time.
Ow! Ow! Ow!
We don't want to see people drinking to the point of abuse, drinking to the point of excessive consumption.
That's what's happening.
That's unacceptable.
That's what we've just seen.
And that's a community problem. That is parents, that is the education system, that is peers.
Until their child comes home with a split head or a fractured face, they have no idea of the scope of this problem.
When you get up, don't resist. Don't resist. Stop resisting. OK, get him over to the van.
You just wonder, why would anybody want to be a West Australian police officer?
This could be resolved with strong policing, the support of judiciary and the support of the community. You know, we can draw a line and make sure this never happens again.
The Australian Hotels Association says it wants to meet with senior police to try and find a solution. Mark